I think we are live. Let's see, I'm gonna look in the chat. Let me know if you can see Julie and I yet and hear us. Let's see here. I think we are live. I see Courtney, Chantal, I see Edie, and Jenny, and Tara. Can you guys see us yet? Can you hear us? Yay, we hear. Okay, yay. Thank you. All right. Welcome, everyone. So nice to see everyone in the chat. Thank you for being with us. Julie and I are super excited to do another live session for you guys. We feel this is going to be very powerful, a lot of beautiful activating energies. Before we started the session, we set a lot of beautiful protection and brought in our divine teams and all of the angels to wrap us all in light and allow us to receive exactly what each person needs to receive today. So simply open your hearts, listen to the messages. We're just going to be in a flow state. Julie's going to bring through the guidance and we'll move from there and see what comes through. So, all right, I'm going to turn it over to Julie. Julie, you just go ahead and begin to bring through whatever you see, wherever you are, whatever's coming through.
Okay. So, sorry, my heart's racing a little bit. The energy came in pretty quickly.
Okay, you can just breathe for a bit.
So that when I first entered the garden, there was a lot of people there, and I was feeling a lot of their pain and hunger for a shift, their hunger, almost desperation for things to shift and to move out of this 3D world into something more beautiful. And I saw people crawling to the water for living water. I saw people struggling to even get to the garden, to even get to the water, to experience the beauty. And then they were struggling to see the beauty within the garden. I was being a spectator and witnessing, and I felt the energy of Source come in and sit next to me and was guiding me and to be an observer of the collective and what we're experiencing. And then all of a sudden it shifted pretty quickly once we started the live session. And I got very overwhelmed with the energies of people's connecting to their energies of whether it's anticipation or what might come through, or just their excitement for the shift. It came in pretty strong and heavy. And I'm really connecting to those who are tuning in live. So I'm getting stabilized in my heart energy right now. But there was a message that was coming through at the very start. Let's see if I can bring it through again because it was coming through when you were speaking. But I heard this source who was sitting next to me. The energy of Source said to me, "We desire the collective to stand and rise. Do not crawl to the water. Do not be afraid of the beauty of the garden. Do not be afraid to enter the garden. Do not be afraid to step out of the loop. Rise, stand, ground yourself, let go of the fear, connect to the divine within you, remember who you are, and walk forward. Do not look behind you. Do not look back at this 3D world that we have been suffering in, that you all have been suffering in for so long. Things are shifting, but you must walk forward into the beauty and see the beauty that is in front of you. Recognize it, feel it, sense it, breathe it, witness it so that you can all participate in today's session with the energy you bring, the light you bring, the grounding you'll bring to help her stabilize, to receive all the energies participating today. For it is a collective work, for it is a collective energy, collective voice that shifts everything, but must be stabilized, must be grounded, must live out of fear and step into the beauty of what is ahead, what's right in front of them, for it will make the transition so much easier for all of you if you can add that energy and bring the love and support not only to her, but those who will feel the ripple effect of today's session that will help stabilize the grid as it moves rapidly, shifting quickly into this new earth energy. Thank you. I'm feeling so much calmer. Thank you. Okay, I feel way more stabilized now.
That's beautiful. Yeah, just breathe and take your time.
There are codes and activations we wish to bring through today to help facilitate these transitions, these transformations happening within all of you, that you are feeling within your bodies, within your soul, within the energy around you, within the earth. We wish to bring these through in a safe manner that will bring healing and light codes to the collective, will help you to feel more connected to the divine within you, help you to let go of those things holding you back or keeping you from moving forward into this new light, out of the shadows, out of these lower dimensions, lower frequencies. We're going to bring them through in intervals. Some will be more intense. Some will be more beautiful and emotional. Each serves a different purpose, and each will help with different parts of your body and help to align that which is misaligned, help to wake up cells, help to facilitate more rapid healing. There is energy coming in that I am going to tune into, frequencies that I'm feeling coming in from afar, Let me focus in on them for a minute.
Yeah, I'm already feeling a lot moving through my body.
That's just the beginning, they say. Okay, they're bringing in sound remedy first. They got a frequency tone coming in. Actually, it came in earlier. I just connected to what it was, but that might have been what you're feeling. Sound remedy D. It's a tone. Some might be feeling it in their ear, coming through me. The collective might feel it. I said it's like when you hear a glass and you tap it with like, oh, it's more like a chime, but you're hitting it or a glass. When you hit it, it rings, and it's beautiful, high pitched. They want all who are tuning in to receive it. I can hear it in my head. I just don't think I can sing it. Oh. It's close to that tone. I don't need to sing it for you to receive it. It's just happening energetically. This is helping to stabilize me even more, as well as the energy surrounding me and others. This will help with their fears. Collective breath, they said. Take a collective breath in. Now. And we beat at the same rhythm of our heart and breathe in collectively together. It has more impact. And again, that brought a lot more peace to my system. My system feels a lot more regulated, beating with the earth, Gaia, or beating with the heart of Gaia. Bum, 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 bum. This is setting the rhythm for the session to help bring a nervous system reset.
Yes.
They keep bringing through these tones and words. It's third time. And I'm supposed to speak them out loud. I've never done this before, and I don't know how it's going to be received. But we're going to go with it.
You just roll with it.
Sikfik da namanakataka sakba. Tik tik tikanamaka. knock, 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 tick, 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 knock. Tick, knock, 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 tick, tick. My ears recalibrating. Ah, short, short sounds like that with quick hits. It's the, we're heading into the language of the birds, which is the language of God, starting out at they're going to start here and it will change as we go to different activations. This was the grounding into the earth sounds, helping to bring in ancient wisdom. We're moving to softer flowing tones. Next, we're going to bring in C, middle C. This will open a portal of light energy that will come through your body from your crown chakra down through heart center healing, through the womb. Tune in through your hearts. This is giving me a visual of those participating in the garden in an Indian style circle, creating more of a low hum. Circle connection to Gaia, connection to heart center. This is in preparation to rise and stand and sing and dance and celebrate and be joyous. Must first ground into the earth, feeling her vibrations through your body and your cells. Let it flow. Let it flow down naturally. Move through the body. This is the H. This is the eighth letter in the alphabet. This is the hum. This brings in the infinity sign and helps flow the energy. This is stabilizing. I don't know if anybody else is feeling their bum tingling, but I am. Into the ground. Connection to the inner earth of the healing frequencies coming up through the earth, up through the center to the heart, helping to bring in the rhythm. Mm. That was very well received, they said. Oh, okay. Now I hear a lot of drumming. The drums are getting louder. Boom, 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 boom. They're getting louder with the heartbeat healing, tuning in together in a collective drum beat. Boom, 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 like a whole drum section. Warriors drumming together. There's a group of people moving in from the left. They're in white robes. They are bright, bright lights. It's the Elohim coming in and joining. They're going to be the G. They're bringing in the God frequency, the seventh letter in the alphabet. Om. The G is a frequency that goes within. Now that you've connected to your heart, your humbleness, your meekness, they're coming in to join now that they can feel the frequency rising in humility, grounding, meekness, and love, to bring in light, light codes to the heart center as a wave of ocean wave of light flowing in to the body. Feel the wave, the living water that they're sending, the G codes, G force, galactic energy coming from Elohim. This is more of the mid-tone to higher tone frequency of light, but not soprano. It stabilizes. It helps you tune into yourself. I'm feeling it around my crown chakra a lot right now. Coming into my body as like a halo of lights coming through, touching the eyes, the ears, your voice, your throat chakra, meeting you at the heart center, moving down your body to your womb. Feel the energy coming through. Connect to it. Oh, it's like when Ariel's singing. Oh, in the water. She's like, keep singing. It's like water flowing. It's a beautiful frequency. We're bringing in next. We bringing in the energy and tone of Yeshua, his bride, source, coming in with their angels of Michael, all the archangels coming in, Raphael, Gabriel, they're joining. They are the triangle, the A, start of the alphabet, archangels, ascended masters, alignment, creating a bridge for us to receive. Higher frequency. High vibration. Think ode to joy. Ode to joy song. Dun 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 dun. Dun 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 dun. Dun 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 da 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 dun dun da 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 da. My whole body's lighting up and my cells are tingling all over. And now my hands are lighting up and they are activated. Woo!
Just takes a little tune to activate your light body, doesn't it?
Joy, it's the joy sound. Connecting to the divine within you, at one with them. Joy, ultimate joy. It's the high frequency vibration. So beautiful. It's so cleansing. It's so tingly. It feels so good.
Chantal in the chat says A, the sound of the heart chakra.
Yes. Hey, it's the beginning and the end because, wait, 26 letters. This 6 and 2 is 8. The infinity, the alphabet. We just sang the whole alphabet. We just went from the beginning to the end, like flowing. It's all time is now. Not linear for us right now. We can bring in our fragments of ourself. We opened up the gate. We unlocked something within ourselves. We've connected from Gaia to Source, to Elohim, to the Yeshua, to the archangels, bringing them into our system, into our heart, where we can bring in the fragments of ourselves. We pull them in, we bring them together so we can remember, become at one. It's the time. It's the time of the seasons, this shifting, big shifts coming. shifts. July 7 pulsing, 6 transitioning, 7 pulsing, 8 August infinity, infinity. 9 birthing, 9 birthing, September harvest. Big shifts coming, preparing our bodies to receive, preparing our heart in humility and meekness and kindness. Broaden the codes and the frequencies to activate, shift, move, speak, voice. July 7th, 7/7. July 7th, 7/7. Something big. Oh,
See if we can go deeper into that because that's been coming through quite a bit is a feeling or a sense of something big happening around June or July. See if we can bring forward some deeper information around that. And Kimberly in the chat said, "This is absolutely beautiful. I feel this through my whole body, tears of joy flowing."
feel it. There is a collective fear happening, building in connection with those who are not receptive to the new tones and frequencies hitting our planet. This fear collective will come to a head on 7/7 in a desperate attempt to plead out in mercy, cry out in relief, asking God to rescue them and those fears connected to their misinformation, much misinformation going out into the collective as fear-based. There are those grasping onto it, and there will be a moment in July where that fear butts heads with the light bursting on the planet, those connecting to that light will dissipate the darkness. They will use their newfound grounding, newfound stabilizing energy as they are connecting to the tuning fork. They will be able to, it's like a vigilant getting their light will, the fear, and it will no longer be this solid fear collective. It will go into little bursts that will be reorganized into a light ball from those over here, helping to stabilize and bring in more light to the grid as you will be watching the spikes increase on the planet of the energy and the Schumann resonance. It will elongate as time is collapsing on itself as we did today. It was an example of what needs to happen and more people tuning in to do what we just did energetically. It's the figure 8 infinity sign collapsing on itself, creating a full circle of flowing energy with fire around it lighting up, because it's catching fire. What we're doing, others are doing it, catching fire, creating a portal as the eight collapses on itself, creating a flowing circle of energy coming through the planet like a portal of light energy coming through. Will be possible if distortion no longer holds any power, as they are holding it up, keeping it from collapsing because they are terrified of it collapsing on itself, which means time will no longer be the same. It will be, you will be pulling through the portal of all time periods, remembering and connecting to past experiences that you're carrying in your DNA on a cellular level, that you will be connecting to those experiences and memories you carry within your DNA will activate your codes. You will remember, and you will be able to help others do so as things shift, using your breath to move, power planet with pure energy, like a pinwheel blowing in the wind. You blow, your breath is living life, breath, power, connecting to the elements, the wind, sun, the sand, connecting, powering like a windmill, gathering together little triangles, like little pyramids, triangulating, creating a flowing, flowing pinwheel of energy. There's a lot of energy coming in. I have to pause 1 second.
Okay, take your time. You're doing beautifully.
Into the restroom. It's coming.
Okay. Okay. Yep. Just be careful getting up. And I'll just say hello to those in the chat. Thank you so much for joining us. Julie is channeling in a lot of codes, which we felt like we were going to be doing in different ways. She said she received a lot of downloads last night. She didn't get a lot of sleep because the downloads were coming in. And this tends to happen when we do these big channeling sessions, and the guides need to sort of bring forward what is going to come through in the session. If it's something very different, and today is very different, so she received the downloads already so that the guides, when they come in, they can sort of pull from what's already in her mind, sort of what's already active. And so that's why she's bringing in all of these different codes. These have been coming forward for both of us. And I just created a video on my channel. I think it was the last video that I created about all of this, this knowledge that we hold, this wisdom is activating right now for many. I'm starting to see it and see it in client sessions. Just amazing gifts and abilities that we've had in all of these lifetimes. And there's a remembrance happening. The more we work with these activations and things, the more that remembrance comes forward. So you have beautiful gifts and abilities that you may not even realize just yet, or things you've done in other lives, but that's going to begin to come forward. So that's very exciting. I'm having it happen. I know Julie is as well, and some of you that I've spoken with. All right. You're doing amazing. Just breathe and take your time reconnecting. I know you're already connected.
I usually don't have to go to the bathroom that soon, but there was a lot of
It's
that.
energy. Yeah, and I'll explain that while you're just laying there for a minute. During these sessions, a lot of times when we're working with a lot of energy, and especially if we're doing a lot of clearing or there's a lot moving through the body, the client will have to go to the restroom. And that's actually a really good thing because it means we're releasing from the body so that more can come in. So that happens often. Awesome. Thank you, Song. I'll check on that after we finish with the session. She said she sent a photo in Telegram, and I'll share it with Julie after with tones and relates to the music and the tones.
Yeah. Is there any questions while I'm just going deeper?
Well, let's see here. Let's keep going a little bit. I'd love to bring the teams forward and talk a little bit more about this rapid period of growth and expansion. I had a session last week and I was getting that. I think you brought that through earlier. We're moving through a rapid period, and I do feel like many are being called to rise up into that next level of who they are, who they came here to be, that remembrance. And so let's talk about this period of growth and expansion and what the guides wish to share about what we're moving through right now.
They want to speak on the remnant, those who are feeling called, those who are feeling connected, are gathering. They are not, they're no longer accepting or being compliant to the old ways. And they are standing up tall in their voices, in their wisdom, their knowledge, the things that they have learned over decades. They are coming to a time where they're not only feeling safe to speak, they're feeling prompted, directed to speak, to share, to connect at a deeper level with those who are gathering in the same tone. They're tuning their hearts together, and they're spread out all over the land. And they are rising and creating a light beam from their crown chakra frequency, is helping others to tune into, to heal. And they will become key players in helping the expansion of humanity, the ascension of they're giving me a different word. The word is integrity. The integrity of the planet, the integrity of mankind. It's the energy that is lacking most in humankind at this time. It's a powerful, energetic word that helps you to go within. Your integrity is your authenticity. It's your truth, living truth. No more performing, no more facade. Must unmask those who fake integrity so that distortion can no longer harvest the light of others. This is also in connection to the harvest in September, big shifts coming. Each month will bring its own energetic shift connected to a specific energy on the planet. Fear in July. August. Preparation. Preparation for separation complete, where distortion loses its power and light, frequency, and energy will surpass the numbers in ratio of distortion to light. Will become unbalanced, where distortion drops, light rises as the remnant rises into their stature of visibility, where they will become more seen, more heard, more recognized, which dilutes the power from within the grid that no longer serves as light. Their power, their breath will start to bring new life, new colors, new sounds, new harmonies. And things will continue to shift at a rapid pace if we continue on this trajectory towards wholeness, happiness, joy, love. Oh, you will continue to stay on track. If the collective I'm getting a visual of triangles, like pyramids, coming together and connecting into a beautiful shape of the mandala, the feminine, beautiful flower connected to the Essenes, the Mary Magdalene, connecting those triangles into a beautiful, moving, energetic flower, like you see in one of those toy scopes that the kids have, that they move and it creates the different shapes, but it's like fluid. It moves in and out in this beautiful flower geometry, connecting together into a beautiful, like, pinwheel. It's the visual, and it reflects, it's like reflective, and the different shapes, or the not the different shapes, that where they're placed, they can like mirror each other, and they reflect light, and they're like a prism. And it's beautiful because it's those tuning in that are mirroring this wholeness within each other, that's going to spread like a wildfire. And that wildfire, as it burns things to ashes, will be rebuilt into something more beautiful than the planet has ever seen. And it will be more colorful and more lively and beautiful than our eyes have seen. And at the center of that pinwheel, there is that divine energy stabilizing those you can tune into. It is the Christ consciousness. It's what helps it spin. It's at the center. It will attract and be like a magnet to each other. We will magnetize our energy and our frequency to each other, and we will help to bring in heaven to earth, higher dimensions into our reality, into our planet, become one, bringing, uniting. Land will shift, it will move the more we move our bodies, the more we move the energy by dancing, by walking, by movement, by moving out of the shadows and into the light, we bring land together, uniting masses. Major shifts will continue to happen on the planet in coordinates to where we place our thoughts, where we place our energy, focused on new earth, focused on love and light. It will like connect, pull in land masses and ley lines, and they'll start to pulse and vibrate in connection with our heart and ourselves. And the more we be together, the more they'll light up, and we'll know where those sacred places are, where we must birth our frequency, our joy on certain parts of the planet. As they light up, we light up, they will connect. It's very peaceful. It's very, what's happening is like a beautiful song being sung that feels joyful, but also very grounding and very peaceful is the best word to describe the feeling of all of it. What's to come is this calmness in your system. No more spikes of adrenaline that creates nervous system dysregulation or um, dopamine hits to feel alive. You will feel alive in your peace and your tranquility, and your body will feel lighter, won't feel as dense, almost like walking on a cloud, living life in the sky. You won't need the plant medicine. You won't need all the modalities that others have used to reach this peak of connection, this connection to calmness and self. It will feel euphoric. It will feel angelic. It will feel pure, delicate, precise, and intentional. Everything will feel like it's sovereign and will be in its power, its beautiful truth, its integrity. That's what is coming. That is what we are working towards. You can live it now within your system by using the notes, using the sacred geometry all around you within words you speak, the vowels in your alphabet, the A, I, O, U. A, I, O, U. It flows, it humming, regulation to nervous system, vagus nerve. There's no stop, like a T. There's a purpose for those letters too, as we did in the beginning, but that's at the beginning, at the start, and you build into like we did. And then it becomes like in your words and how you speak them and the thoughts that come in, they hold power. And you tune into the ones that are beautiful, not the ones that are harsh. Tune into the frequency of the vowels in the words you speak and how you share your feelings. I love you. You. I love. There is a frequency, geometry in and a tone and in those vowels that are in those words. If you think of harsh, even curse words, what's the energy behind an Fuck with a k at the end or a t at the end? Think of those, don't give energy to those words. Give energy to words of kindness. E has a lot of power at the end of it too. Frequency. Think of the different words and how they feel in your system and your body. Tune into the geometry, the sacred geometry of everything surrounding you. Create your own mandala, connect to the healing frequencies of the Essene women during Christ's time and the work they did to bring forth Christ, to bring forth those who played key roles for major shifts on the planet, for that is where we are again. And that is what we are doing. The feminine energy is doing this work. It's the energy of the divine within. Are we still here?
We are still here. I would love to talk a little bit more. So the Essenes have been coming up quite a bit. I know for you, for me, and for others in the portal. And that ancient knowledge and wisdom that those who were Essenes at that time held coming back, but in a new way.
Many of the remnant carry the codes of the seen women, seen men during that time period. Here now, during this incarnation, carrying it within their DNA and their system at a cellular level that are now starting to light up. Many are connecting to that frequency and those experiences, remembering how to starting to remember clarification, to do work such as cellular rejuvenation, extending lifespans, transformations from within the body. There are frequencies and plasma energy entering into the planet at this time in waves. They are coming in for longer periods of time and quicker as the collective, those who are tuning in, are their bodies are adjusting to them, and as their bodies adjust, they're able to hold more, and so it's coming in quicker or for longer periods of time, because as the planet shifts these energies, so do the bodies, and the bodies are preparing to be able to handle even more light. And these big transitions that are happening are because of the tuning in to the memories and experiences that occurred during those lifespans and those timelines and those lineages that are coming to the remembrance of those who are part of helping to stabilize the grid and to teach others how to transform their bodies at a cellular level. Some of you are experiencing it intensely. Others are just starting to. The more that do so, the quicker things will shift. The purpose of speaking your voice and holding the frequencies that are coming into your system, and you are calibrating within you, are creating energetic shifts that you can't even see but might be feeling. Big things are happening that you might not fully understand or believe. Some are fabricated, some are AI, but many of the shifts that are happening that others are witnessing are real. The animals, they're showing me a bunch of animals that are also experiencing this, they're reacting in ways that are not, I'm getting more of an energetic feeling of the animals trying to explain what I'm being shown. They're acting not normal, but it is normal because it's the way that they should have always been acting, but we're not used to it. So they're starting to become more present, more connected to the frequencies and energies coming in, because they don't have distortion and ego like we experience. So we're watching it happen to the animals almost before we will see the collective shift. They're already preparing their tribes, their species, their groups to inhabit a new earth, and they're already reacting in such a way that you can see their shifting mannerisms and ways that they used to act or react are changing. The way that they interact with each other or humans will also change, and we are already experiencing it. Others can testify of this as they've been watching them become more activated as they are connecting to their truest self and form. Also, the plants, everything that is alive, it's all starting to shift. It's all starting to react differently in ways that we will see more clearly as things shift in bigger ways. We will experience new fruit, new healing plants, new interactions with animals we've never seen before. Birds that will fly up to us and want to share their love in ways we haven't seen. Different types of, see a bird communicating actually through thought energy. We'll be attuned to things that are alive in a way that we've never seen before. This is already starting to happen. We will see it even greater as things are shifting each month. As a child through puberty grows, sometimes an inch a month, that is what we are and will be experiencing. It's like Earth is going through puberty in some way at a rapid pace as it grows into its truest form and self and returns to its divinity. It's an interesting analogy.
There's a comment in the chat of how will it affect. I'm thinking it's how will it affect us? Maybe they're asking. I'm not sure if that was for you or
The shifts.
let's see, Golden Angel. Do you want to put a little bit more in there for me? Yeah, the shifts. How will it affect us? Maybe. Our bodies are moving through so much transition and change into more of our light body, more of our crystalline vessels.
Some examples you might experience, and some might be experiencing already, are I'm going to finish this thought, but I think we got Metatron entering the chat again.
Okay.
But I'm going to finish this. He's coming in, but not fully in yet. So
Okay, go ahead.
some of those you might experience, and some are already experiencing them, is feeling energetic waves coming into their crown chakra, dizziness, bodies feeling like they need less sleep and they can function on less sleep. They have more energy. They get, as you would say, charged from the sun, almost like a solar panel, because your body will be pulsing like electricity, full, like you're plugged in, like you're a conduit to powering the planet. And you're full of this electricity that lights up your body and your cells. And food needs to become more clean and rooted in the ground, more warm foods, like rooted foods into the earth, because you are becoming more rooted into the earth. Foods that you used to eat will be rejected by your body. Your body will not be able to process them like it used to. As you become more light, you will be more sensitive to those who are unkind or whose energies feel denser. You will want to spend more time in nature. You will want to be putting yourself in situations that are less stimulating and more calming, that feel meditative and feel connected to everything around you. Your circles will most likely get smaller until they get bigger when we get to a time of more communities gathering, but first separation and then more connection later. Don't be hard on yourself. Don't feel that there's something wrong with you. When you are going within and connecting to those energies, you must take time to integrate them. Your body will reject them if you don't take time to integrate and recalibrate. You will feel more ear pressure, more head pressure at times, especially in the back of the crown where the energies come in through the crown chakra and then move through your body. You will feel them settle into your womb, and it might feel more dense or heavier for a time. But as you're clearing out the old, making room for more light, it will all be for your betterment. But you must trust the process and not be afraid. It will feel physical. It will feel energetic. It will feel lighter at times, but also emotional and heavy at times as you release collective energies of fear. Those tuning in are holding they are filtering through their bodies the energetic weight of the collective. The more light you hold, the more you're able to help filter that through your system so that the collective can breathe. You become a stabilizer of the grid. You become a bearer of the bad news, per se. When things hit the planet, it becomes the more of those who are doing these shifts, who are tuning in, who are remembering and bringing in Christ consciousness and moving towards new earth at the speed of Gaia as the earth is doing it, and keeping up with those shifts in alignment in like a parallel experience. You are helping to provide stabilization through your system because it is more of a light body. So tune into what you are feeling, whether it's when to nap or what to eat, or what to cry out, and when to ground, and when to be in nature, and when to be in a bath of living water. Bless your water. Every time you drink it, turn it into living water by blessing it. Tell it to remember just as you were remembering, and then drink it, as it will help your cells to shift and change. Do it with your food. Cleanse it out. Bless it. Bless your eyes and your ears and your body. Bless it daily and thank it for all the work it's doing to help it to be able to receive the frequencies and energies and plasma that are coming in to the planet. It will help you transition smoother. When you don't tune in and listen to your body, it will make it it will become more difficult to transition if your body cannot keep up with where your soul is going. So you must stay in truth and alignment and integrity. I'm going to see if Metatron's still here, wants to come in. There was also another energy while I was speaking.
Can you get a sense of who it might be?
I did, and then I was tuning into the other frequency. So let me go back and look.
Okay.
Just going to focus on one at a time. So we're going to allow this. I'm not sure which one this is. I'm just allowing it to come in, and I'll ask in a minute as it settles. We have Archangel Michael, who came in.
Beautiful.
I'm just connecting over. Feeling him a lot in my crown chakra and top of like my forehead. Just tuning in to see if there's a message or his energy what. So earlier, whether force field was coming in. So I'm trying to understand where we're going.
A force field was coming in, or
Somebody was speaking through, I think it was Michael. I'm just trying to make sure
okay.
about the force field and the protection over it, guardian force
Okay.
field. I just want to understand what it is I'm hearing or sometimes when these brighter beings I feel connected to, I have to tune in a little deeper first before I can
Mhm.
get through. So I'm just really trying to go a little deeper. So just give me a second.
You just take your time, no rush at all. And if you need my assistance, just let me know.
If you feel prompted with anything, just go ahead.
I meant to just take you deeper if you need help with that, or you just breathe and
Okay, here we go. There's that energy. Okay. Oh, it's so bright. Okay. This is the message. Okay, I'm going to bring it through. You are all starting what we would call a new journey into what you might say is Neverland. There's been lots of different analogies and places in fairy tales and storybooks and characters throughout your lives that you have learned about. As we speak this to you, one of the closest comparisons for what you are starting through your new journey as things shift to a brighter, more joyful, beautiful experience for you all is called Neverland. You might have learned this through a angelic being who was part of your experience on this planet, one you all call Michael Jackson, who spoke of Neverland, who created it for his reality, wanted the planet to be a part of it, to go on a journey where they could fly, where they brought back their childlike self into a world of play, a world of experience through joy, laughter, happiness, connection. This journey that you all are about to really take and experience is going to help you to understand the full measure of your creation, the full magnitude of your power to connect, to source in a way that feels so freely flowing, so easy, so effortless. It will bring pure joy and enlightenment to your bodies, to your souls. This journey, many of you have started and are on your way. You have left the yellow brick road that leads to the wizard. You are on your own path to understanding that the one you are looking for is within yourself. You will find it through your connection to your worth, to loving yourself. I am part of this. I am part of the leader in this realm of helping to navigate you through and out of the trenches you have been in, into a world where you feel like you can fly, that anything is possible, that everything that you feel and touch turns into something more beautiful. In a world full of resources and abundance like you've never seen before. I come to share the message of such an energy. It's like not even a word, it's just an energy of what I'm feeling. It's an experience of what you see in the storybooks of having trying to tune into this feeling. Hold on. It's like all over my crown chakra. It's this connection to source that is like pure and and strong. It's a feeling of worth and love for yourself, where you can be in some of the lowest dimensions or shadows of darkness, but it just can't touch you because you're so connected and you so know who you are and your worthiness of everything, that nothing can touch you. You tap into your inner child and you heal those wounds, and you are no longer shamed, no longer feel that you aren't good enough. You no longer feel this emptiness or aloneness that the planet has been feeling. where you feel misunderstood. It is just this connection of complete freeness and complete joy in a place that vibrates so high that you feel like you can fly. That is the message we want to share, the direction we are all headed as a collective, for it is all of us together, including when he said all of us, he wanted you to know that it's those you can't see. It's all those that are gathering in other places, dimensions. It's ancestors, it's your lineage, it's your teams and your those that haven't come before and those who have left and those who are watching over us, who are part of helping us to tune in to their frequencies, to believe within ourselves that it's within our reach. They are closer than we think. They walk with us. They bring their torches of light and light the path and light the way. They are helping us to move forward, and we are not alone. You are not alone. And if you could see the help that we have and those that are orchestrating this expansion, it would be easier for you to trust. But the plan is to have the faith to step out of the loop and step forward out of your unsettling parts of your life and to face the places that make you feel uncomfortable. Because when you do that and go to those uncomfortable places, is when you really rise, really remember, and really start tuning in. Help others do the same by going to those uncomfortable places that are going to help you to heal and to help others heal and to transition and transform and uh, and transfigure yourself into who you always have been, who you are. It's more the visuals again of the infinity sign of this overlapping of time and what's occurring and happening on the planet. It's so energetic. It's so vast and like expansive. It's just the visual I'm getting right now. Let me ask if there's anything else. Lighting up all over the planet, like letting your light radiate out from among you, out of your body into this like little fireflies flying around. Is there any other questions?
Hmm. Well, that was beautiful, first of all. Um, let's see here. Let's see if we can. I love how they brought through this just amazing, abundant world that is beyond what any of us can really truly imagine. I have been uh, working on abundance. We've been doing that inside the Quantum Soul Portal, and I've noticed there are so many that are just struggling with abundance, financial support, all of those things. And I know we're shifting into different ways in which all of that will unfold, but I'm wondering if we can bring in some guidance, maybe some codes or some activations to begin to unlock the abundant timelines and the abundance within those listening.
They're reminding me of code word Anne again.
Okay.
Abundance has it in it. So when we connect to the Anne frequency, grandmother, Anna, Jesus, the Anne, and then we've got it's a code word to bring in the, also when you hum it, like a, different variations of it. You can do it in like an tuning into the frequency code word and activate abundance within yourself. You have to release the fear connected to it. Let the fear go, connect into the frequency. When you get grounded and you let go of all attachments to how, and control, big word they're saying, control, there's so much control happening on the planet that is keeping the abundance from flowing in, as in clouds of blessings waiting to be poured out through the planet. I'm actually seeing a visual of the moon right now in connection to this. Where's that? Mars. Wait, it might be Mars. It's an example of another planet that fell, a timeline and a experience, red planet, Mars. Oh, what is this? There was a there was a collective fear and frequency that collapsed a civilization.
Was it destroyed or
They it was it okay.
I'm wondering if it's Maldex. That's another M planet that was destroyed. But I don't know.
This one necessarily destroyed isn't the right word, verbiage. The timeline collapse. It's as in the distortion of the planet took over and the quite the right word.
You just
It no
you,
longer could survive.
you just froze quite a bit for a second. So just repeat a little bit back what you were saying.
Where was I?
So we were looking at Mars. You were saying that the
Okay,
distortion took over.
so it didn't survive because there was light couldn't uh, no longer hold and stabilize the grid, and so it couldn't survive because it fell into the fear energy. And once distortion couldn't harvest any more of the light energy because there wasn't any left enough to, then the planet didn't survive. And it's Mars that I'm seeing. I believe it's Mars. And this was some a civilization that collapsed in, and so it's an example of what can happen. It's not happening. We're not on that timeline, but to remember and tap into those memories or experiences, if for those who might have had or been part of that, to remember what not to do or remember what happened. We can pull from those past experiences and remember, and it helps us to shed those belief systems that created that collapse or that breakdown of the civilization. So, in order for us to tap into the abundance mindset, we must look at the and frequency and activate the codes of the Essene women and men in that time period where they learned how to change their thoughts or work on their thought energy by going into caves and doing work within the caves of going in shadow work of thought energy and uh, attaching themselves to fears. They would work on releasing control of the energetic collective during those time periods, especially during the fear mongering of that time period with the empires and those leaders who wanted to control the masses. They had to really do a lot of work on their thoughts and energies and that were surrounding them. They actually had to work on almost putting themselves like on a different in a different realm. You'll have to visualize yourself almost living in a different world. For manifestation and abundance happens when you uh, take yourself out of that place and time and put yourself into a different timeline. By doing so, you will attract the energies of new earth. In order to do it, you must detach from all energies that are trying to pull you back in, as in social media and news and conversations that you're even having within your families and groups. You must step out of it and step into a new timeline of where currency will look like a flow of energy of water being freely flowing. You will have a better understanding of the energy behind exchanging your gifts and talents rather than needing to be compensated with a 3D currency of money. Rewire the brain to understand how currency works at its truest energetic form, at its purest form, when you offer your gifts and talents, what you want to offer to New Earth, whether it being a teacher or a healer. In some form, you will all be healers, but will be given different titles. Some may be given the title of teacher, some may be given the title of healer, some might be given the title of architect or builder, each one contributing to the new earth being birthed and built. If you can start shifting now into that mindset, many actually have already started this journey. Others are stuck in fear, attached to lower frequency of it's feeling that they don't have enough or won't be able to get enough. They are stuck in a mindset of there's not enough, or there's a lot of different thoughts coming through on the planet, adding to the collective lack of abundance. In order to shift this mindset or shift this frequency, we must detach, cut the cords to those who are pulling at us or attaching their fears to us. We cut those cords. We realign with mindset of abundance, fluidity. We release control, let go of control, let it naturally come in. Trust the process. Trust what is happening to the planet with the massive shifts with money. Don't fear it. Even resources from everything from water to energy, power, all must be cleansed, all must be cleared, must be cut. And then through us, through our heart centers, through our power, through our voices, through our through our releasing of the control of the systems, attaching ourselves to the systems, we rebuild into something that will be more truer, and it will pour out what we need. Things will appear or disappear in the way that they need to. Springs that will come to life that have been dormant, water that will rain into places that haven't received water for long periods of time, and resources that we've never seen before will rise from the earth in ways that we've never seen if we just trust and we put our trust there. Abundance will look different, but we must detach from it and let go of the control so that it may happen naturally and flow in a way that feels meant to be and easy, where it flows from source. It's always been there, ready for us to receive. We just have to believe it, that it's there waiting. We must change our mindset. We must allow what needs to fall and collapse to collapse. We must shift. If you are putting your energy into a career or mindset of what you think work should be or what your work should be, but something is pulling you out of it, let it pull you out. Don't be afraid. If you feel a shift coming, let it happen. Let it naturally happen. Do not reject it. Do not control it. Let it happen. There is a movement happening of like a force that I'm seeing of the right careers. I don't know how to say this. It's this energy coming through where everything is going to shift into a true form of what will benefit the planet rather than what takes away. You will no longer be a consumer. The new energy hitting the planet is producing something within yourself that then comes out of you energetically in a way that is just so natural that you will just know. So many are feeling it already within themselves because it's happening within, and then it's going to be birthed from within your womb, and you will create something that will benefit not only the planet but those people on the planet, and it will create flow and abundance like we've never seen before. We create the abundance as a collective for the planet to create these new springs coming up. And the more tears we cry, and the more pain we release, and the more trauma we work through, will pour rain to places that you've never seen before. Africa will get its living water. You will see plants and things being rebirthed, and places that you were saw that or that you felt and that we've witnessed that were so, maybe we felt were so dark or so evil, will shift and turn. But we do it through our letting go and trusting, and not just trusting, but like processing the pain. And our tears are like living water, giving life again to the planet. And the more of us that do this work to process that pain and allow it to be unburied from ourselves, will bring up new life from the ground, from inner earth, from our inner parts of us that have been bearing it for so long. And it will be coming out of us like new, like plants and new fruit, because we will be producing fruit from ourselves. It's all connected, and we have to do it in order for it to happen energetically, to happen physically on the earth. The more we process, the more we go to our inner child within, the more we laugh, it produces, it creates. Let yourself be joyful. Let yourself laugh. Take the heaviness away. Let yourself be light. Let yourself connect. Let yourself bring in the energies that are surrounding you. Connect to the animals. Connect to the trees. All of this will be the new abundance we find on the planet, that will be mirroring us in ways that bring us back to the garden and that beautiful place that we remember within our souls. So many people are crying out, when is it going to happen? I want it to happen. when is the solar flash? When is the new earth? You're asking the wrong questions. It's not waiting. It's not when. We create it. It's us that does it. It's not about some big event. It's not that will shift everything. We're the ones creating it. It starts with us. And that's the part that is the missing link. It's the part that Jesus was teaching as an example that people are not connecting to, this teachings of what he was trying to share and help to explain and understand is it starts with you. It starts within you. You are the change. You are the solar flash within your system. You are creating them by your shifts and by your crying and by your processing of pain and creating more love within yourself. All of that is uh, what creates these flares and flashes and everything that is happening. It's we're all connected, and once you realize that the more of us that go deep within and do this deep inner work within ourselves, the faster and quicker it will happen. So instead of asking when and I'm tired and I'm ready and I can't live in this 3D world anymore, start asking, what can I contribute and how can I change and what can I process and how much more love can I bring in and how much more love can I put out and how much more empathy and less judgment and how can I give up the control more and how can I choose to uh, let whatever naturally needs to happen and disconnect from fear and connect to source in a way where you can stay in your truth and your integrity and your um, truest essence of what's within you, and that's the divine within you, and that's the code, that's the key, that's everything is that divinity within you. And once you can connect to that, because Anne, Saint Anna, grandmother of Jesus, knew this. She went into the pyramids and she spent she spent lifetimes. She lived so long because she learned how to do this and she taught it, and it was her lineage and what she put out. And so many of us are carrying those codes. We have to tap into that, because once we do that, we tap into what Jesus was teaching, and we tap into all the work that the Essene did and the scrolls that were saved and preserved that are within the earth. We become the scroll, we become the channel, we become the frequency, we become the tuning fork. And once we do that, we will see the solar flashes and we will see the portals open and we will see the time collapsing and we will see new things being birthed on this earth. But it's not with outside of us, it's within us. But we need more and more connecting into that. And that's why these sessions are important, and people speaking and talking. And it's not even just speaking and talking, because it's embodying. And once you embody that light that's so bright, that's Christ consciousness, once you embody that and you bring in source within you and you know that you're part of source and you're part of Christ consciousness, it will have a ripple effect, and it will catch fire like you've never seen before, and it will multiply, and 12 will become 44, and so on and so on. We will build to these numbers where no longer distortion can take, and we can be in those situations that are scary, and it will not even phase us, because we know the truth and we know what's real. And when we will not look over there, and we will not give that energy, because we will be uh, sovereign and in our power, and we will power this planet in ways that are so pure that we won't need anything else. We won't need this. All this is collapsing for a reason, the energy and resources, because new resources are coming online, new resources are going to arrive. And we just need to trust that that is happening, because once you start feeling the frequencies and the waves and the energy coming in, you cannot deny it, because it's becoming a part of you. It's becoming within your system, in your body, in a way that you cannot deny it, because it's a part of you. And now you create with that energy and that light, and you help others do the same. And that's everything. That is the energies surrounding me right now, and what I'm feeling of the message from all of those, from Metatron to Michael the Archangel to from Yeshua. It's like their energies are like coming in as this like one voice of this message of activating yourself within, connecting to the divine within you. It's the message that they're going to keep speaking until more and more do it. We're going to keep doing this work, and we're going to keep activating within our systems and our cells, and helping to shift everything on this planet, and allowing the spikes and the Schumann resonance of the heartbeat of the earth to be in sync with us, and to become at one with all of it, and ourselves and everything around us, with nature and the animals. And oh, it's like it's just this beautiful energy that is just pulsating through my veins right now.
It's pulsating through mine too.
Making me have to go to the bathroom again.
Oh my goodness. Do you want to go? How are you feeling? How are you feeling?
Alive. I feel like there's just this pulse going out, this like vibration. It's
Yeah.
pulsing from my room, from my body, from the surrounding energies around me, from the people tuning in. And it's just, I feel very like my body feels lighter and not as dense. I
Hmm.
float into the sky,
Yeah.
but I also feel grounded, so grounded
Yeah.
into it, into the earth. And that whole first part that we did really brought through so much nervous system reset in my body. I hope other people are feeling
That
that.
was big energy. I felt like you were definitely, it was coming through.
That
It
was the big
felt,
activations. And
yeah,
go back and re-listen to those, and then just tune into your own. Um, you can tune into the geometry and the vowels, like the A-E-I-O-U. Just do what comes naturally to your body and tune into it. If you go into a meditation, um, feel how it feels, but you can reset it yourself by doing whatever flows naturally for you. It will come differently for everyone. For me, it came completely different today than it ever has, but I feel like I learned something even um, more in tune to how to reset myself quicker in my nervous system than I've done in the past.
yeah.
Um,
Nervous system is huge, and especially when you're doing any type of channeling. I say that inside the portal all the time. You've got to have a regulated and balanced nervous system to receive that true, pure, higher guidance.
and sometimes when you're channeling, you get excited or you start feeling the energies come in,
Yeah,
can elevate you to a place where you have to get grounded to even tune into the frequencies coming in, because that's something I've had to learn.
yeah,
Sometimes it just is too overwhelming and too much, and they tell me slow down, breathe through it. and
yeah,
and that's so important when you're first, not even first, because I've been channeling now for a long time, but um when I first started to channel, it was very intense for my body. My whole body would shake uncontrollably. And I would have to really have Heather help me stabilize and ground, just in order to just um, tune into them in a way that my body could handle it. But the more and more I um, meditate or rest, I allow those frequencies to come in. So I lie down for probably at least 30 minutes to an hour every day, and I allow those energies to come in, and I can tune into them now, where I energetically feel them. Sometimes it comes in like a big wave, and it feels like an ocean wave just hits my crown chakra, and then it whooshes over my body. And sometimes it comes in as a steady, like pulsating thing that's continuous for 30 minutes. And I just allow it to come over my whole body. And sometimes it comes through my crown chakra. Sometimes I feel it through my feet. Sometimes I feel it through my entire body. But you have to just lie there and breathe and tune into it. Sometimes in the morning, if you arise with the sun, you can step out on the grass. And if you tune your third eye in and you open up your pineal gland, you can see the sun creating as the sun rises, it creates this incredible energy that you can visually check in with. And you can tap into it to connect it to your body in the most beautiful grounding way. And you can tune it with your third eye and see it moving with the sun. And it's just incredible. And I love waking up to the sun and experiencing that because it sets the whole tone of my day. But it's like that visualizing, coming to that like one place here that brings it all in this like one eye. Oh, that those downloads were coming in this morning about the eye. In the AEIOU,
Mm-hmm.
vowel was connected to a frequency. So the I in the AEIOU is the third eye. And I was learning about connecting your third eye into that vowel. I'm trying to. Oh, maybe you can ask me a question that I could tune into this further. There's so much information coming through this morning from 3 to 6 a.m. And I'm
Well,
trying.
we were talking about those vowel sounds. Let's see, I wrote it down here. Didn't I write it down? Well, they're healing codes. And I was saying that when I speak light language, a lot of my light language is very vowel sounding.
Okay,
Go
hold.
ahead. Hmm.
Sorry, they just shifted me completely too. I remembered a key point, a key part.
Okay, keep going.
The ticks, the ticks energy that's going out on the planet right now.
Oh, yes.
Fear of the ticks. They were showing me that when a tick bites you, it creates a circle and a circle that looks like your third eye. So the ticks is a direct energetic attack from distortion to close or keep you from opening your third eye because a tick bite can cause you a lot of imbalances in your systems and autoimmune stuff that keeps you from being able to have that clear body connection to the third eye. But so what they were showing me when a tick bites, it looks like the third. This is why they're using ticks, but to not give it any energy because when you attach yourself to the fears that they want to attach you to, it literally will energetically keep you from opening up your third eye. So detach yourself from that fear completely. Don't give it any energy. They're also trying to keep you from going out in nature and connecting to nature. And so you can protect your body by just energetically asking for a protection shield, or you can ask for anti tick um, oils and things like that to be administered to your body energetically. Protect yourself going out, and then don't give it any fear. And go out in nature, and the more energy you give it, if you're like, oh, I don't want to go out and hike today because I don't want to get a tick, or I'm afraid I'm going to get a tick. See, that's the opposite of this like abundance mindset and all of that. You already manifest that you will never get a tick. You're never going to have a tick bite. You will never have Lyme disease, and then you just leave that behind. And they're going to keep trying more and more tactics with Ebola and this other one that they did. Each one of their tactics is a desperate attempt to keep us in the loop cycle in this fear base so that we cannot step out of it and move into this abundance place. The more you attach yourself to these things that they're trying to do, the less likely you will be to connect to the third eye and to bring in these energies that are coming onto the planet. So don't look over there. You look towards New Earth and you visualize it and you bring it into your system and you once your third eye starts opening, you will see the colors of like the gold yellow coming in from source, and you will see the green from the gardens, and you will see the fire. When mine really started activating, I saw a lot of gold and purple, but then it started shifting as I brought in more living water into my body. I saw beautiful blues. And then as I started bringing in more of the earth frequencies into my body, I started seeing a lot more green. And so you tune into that frequency, and that is what you're birthing within yourself. This is all part of your shifting. Some people like might have already been experiencing this already. It's part of the transition into um, to connecting into these higher frequencies that are coming in and then bringing them into your body. That was a little all over the place. Sorry.
It's good stuff. It's good stuff.
The eye, though. Okay, so I was also receiving a lot of visuals and words with the word I, like I am.
Mm.
And
Those match the chakras as well.
yes,
And I think I am is in Aries. Uh, so it matches the zodiac signs as well.
and it's also in the geometric shapes of the letters that are connected to it too, that I don't fully understand yet, but they're bringing into my remembrance. And so when you sing the certain, so they told me about the A is the pyramid, and the cross is the bridge. And so when you sing these frequencies, like ah, you're connecting to certain um, codes when you sing them that are coming into your systems that will help activate. So
Mm.
E was a big one that was coming in. They kept telling me feet because they have two E's. And so I kept hearing the word feet because they are connected to the frequency of the E. And that also is in like vitamin E. So it's like
Mm.
all connected. And then I. So you sing each one like, and you can hum it or you can sing it in different tones. They each hold a different frequency, but it's like A, E, I, and you can do different tones. O is the circle. It's the flowing circle. It's the collapse of the infinity sign. It's going to be wholeness, feminine and masculine in balance. So if you're working on your feminine masculine in balance, oh my gosh, this is it. They're like you're connecting. I'm remembering what they were sending me with the downloads. They're like yes, 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 and I'm feeling my whole body light up. The O is the circle, and so it's like that whole wholeness of feminine and masculine. You sing the O or ah. What other O tones are there? There's more there,
Well,
but
there's Om, and I'll just interrupt for just a
that
minute. Oh, keep going.
that opens up portals too when you do that. Okay, Kate, what were
The
we gonna?
Om. There's a few people
Oh,
in the chat that are bringing through the yogis chant Om, and they say AEIOU in as low of a tone as possible.
mm.
Certain sounds raise their inner vibrations.
Yes. So it's geom, but each one is so the I is connected to the third eye. The O is connected to feminine and masculine in balance. The A is connected to the pyramids and the triangulation. The E is connected to something with the feet and grounding, AEIO, and the U is you and remembering that. Oh, the I is also connected to the I am. The U is also the arcs and the rainbow. Snaps. I remember.
Now it makes sense.
Oh, and so this is, oh, my whole body is feeling this all over energetically. So this is why to do this, it's going to help your nervous system reset, but it's also going to help connect to those certain, those are all codes, those are all activations of wholeness and third eye opening and the connecting to the arcs and the rainbow and the archangels and the triangles and the pyramids and the scrolls and it's everything. And it's in our alphabet. That's so cool. And G is a big one. H is a big one. H for H2O and water. It's not just the vowels, but there's other ones. So I pointed out G is a good one because that's going within because it's a circle, but then it goes within. And then C and H, those were big ones that they were pointing out to me. And then they said the 26 letters in the alphabet, because 6 and 2 is 8. It's the infinity sign. So they're very, our words we speak, they hold so much energy, and the letters we put together, and then how we hum them and how we speak them. And if you can activate, or if you can connect to them within yourself, and you just start speaking them in however way it comes through, don't be embarrassed and don't be afraid, and do it within your own room, or in your thoughts, but start bringing things. It's geometry, it's part of new earth, and it's creating it, and it's all part of the, and doing it and singing it, and the tones and the harmony, it's all connected. This all helps to harmonize our bodies to healing. And this helps our bodies heal in ways that are going to help us stay grounded and get to new earth. And it was just a big download this morning for 3 hours. It was coming in like so intensely. And so, anyway, I'm so excited to have connected to that. And I know there's more there. Um,
So
I'm sure.
everyone needs to start singing their vows. Just walk around singing
Yeah.
your vows all day.
No, for
Well,
real.
that's powerful though, because even I have been watching Kelly Kolodny. I'm sure there's people in the chat that know her. She's beautiful soul that channels Archangel Raphael. And I'm just listening to how when she starts to channel, how she brings through the tones and she uses, and I was even toning with her today. And many channelers tone and they use those deeper vibrations. So it makes sense that, and even the guides have said, you can sing worlds into existence through the tone, through the sound, through the song.
Yes, I'm getting a big yes on that. That is how we bring new earth in. That's how we just are bringing it in. We really are. This solar flash is the electricity we're bringing in within our bodies. Enough of us that do it will create a lightning bolt of flashes of light, because we are electricity. We are connecting to that light. We are the solar flash. We are the big shift. It's a collective, energetic, electrical thing going through our body, our cells, and we're rejuvenating them, and we're coming alive, and we're going to Neverland, and we're flying with the eagles. We're becoming the eagles, and we're soaring. And it's so beautiful. It's so incredible to see, like, the truths we were given, but there was still these like little distortions in them. And now we're removing the distortions out of these truths, and it's becoming pureness. And we're connecting to it in a way that is like music to our ears. And that's why when it comes in, our ears have to recalibrate, because it's the sound of everything. It's where and why music helps us, and why Michael Jackson helped us in so many ways, and why he came back with like the timing of the movie coming out, and the codes that are activating us just from listening to his music right now. There are so many things activating us right now so quickly that are net because of this collapsing of the eight and over itself with this time and the bridge, and it's like becoming this full circle. Wait a minute. They just told me that where the O is positioned is actually like the AEIOU is like a something of a progression. It ends with U. Starts with the A, which is okay. So the A,
It's the all.
what?
The A is the all.
The all,
I don't know why that came in, but
yeah.
source.
And then the
And it
connection,
ends with you,
and it ends with you. The
which
way
if you
that
think of source down, source coming all the way back to here we are on this earth as an extension of source, it ends with you.
and they just told me that we are at the O of the like a clock also, where the clock strikes 12. Um, they also told me something with Morse code there just now too. Something with Morse code and the letters too when you hit them. I'm not sure what that is, but the AEIOU is a progression, and we're at the O, and we're about to get to the, so O is the feminine and masculine coming into balance on the earth, and the U is like the rainbow at the end of the, it's the U, it's the arc, it's the, that's so cool. It's the progression. We started here and we've been going through each one, and it ends with the U.
Oh, I'm so tingly.
Oh, me too.
Um, is the O also, didn't you say the collapsing of the time? So
Yes,
all timelines are collapsing
yes,
in onto the
right now.
one.
Yes, that's what
Yeah.
we're in right now. And so once that happens, it becomes the full circle U arc. It's the arc of like the rainbow and the because the rainbow, it only appears to be half or whatever, but it's like the whole, and it's what is at the end of the rainbow, what's behind the rainbow. There, it's not an illusion. It's just like that song last time that I was singing, the why are there so many songs about rainbows? What's on the other side? Any rainbows are visions, they're only illusions, they have nothing to hide. That's the you. It's the key point of like what's coming. And people have been seeing more rainbows. There's been more like have you noticed on social media all these people recording these incredible full arc
Yes.
rainbows? Guys, we're
Yeah.
shifting into the you at the end of the vowels. My whole body's tingling. I don't know everything that means, but it's very energetic. It's very important in some way. And it's 3 hours of downloads today I got, so it must have been.
I feel like we need to have a session where we all get together and just hum and tone and sing our way to New Earth.
A-I-O-U.
Yeah.
I wonder if, and interesting that if you spell out the word you, it has the O and the U in it. That's interesting because it has the masculine balance.
Yeah.
Um, they were just telling me about the X now because the X marks the spot and it's the crossover. It's also part of it, the X. All the different letters in the alphabet are so geometrically important and each hold like a key to the geometry of New Earth. And certain words hold higher vibrations than others.
Yeah.
Um, so, yeah, that's just so incredibly powerful to me. It might not be for other people right now, but it is for me.
Nope. I think everybody's right there with you. We've got some tingling going on out there, and everyone's putting things together.
My temples are
Yeah.
my temples are activating in my head. Feel it in my temples. Oh,
I love learning more about codes. That's been such a big part of my last year coming in and learning about the codes and how they make up our reality and how we can work with these different light codes. That's what our reality is. It is sound, it is light, it is vibration, it is patterns, it is geometries,
mm-hmm.
it's words. I was learning light codes through words. Powerful words that hold the high frequencies. And when you work with those light codes and with those frequencies, that activates, that's like keys, it unlocks
Look,
parts of us. Go for it.
look at this. A-E-I-O-U. It's your hand. It's your fingers on your hand. A-E-I-O-U.
Check that out.
And then, I mean, choristers use their hands to lead the music. Hands are what vibrates the light. It is a connection to so much more that I think we could probably channel through if I receive more downloads about this. There is, yeah, they just showed me they're like the A-E-I-O-U on the hand. I wonder if it goes this way or this way.
Depends on which hand.
Yeah, that's,
Maybe. I don't know.
and then look at the center. The center.
The center is your healing portals, the portals where healing energy moves through. And weren't you talking about a clock? Wait a minute. Does that connected? The clock? I don't know why that popped into my head. The center, the circle, the center is source, but also source light flows through the center of your
And
palms.
hands on a clock because they point, and 3, 12, and 6 are very key points on the clock. It's the triangle, it's the A, 3, 6, sorry, 3, 6, 9, 3,
And
6, 9.
369.
And they all divide within themselves. No other numbers can create 3, 6, 9 on the clock. So those are very important numbers for ascension triangulation, bringing in, and then the hands when they point to it. There's is it that this finger and the thumb? There's something there too. This is what we need. Is Scott on the chat?
I have not seen him today, unless he's being quiet.
He might not have been able to get on today. He helps to activate me too. He pulls on the
Yeah.
strings and then I can pull through more. But he had his birthday yesterday and he
Oh,
might have had, like, he was moving in, so he maybe couldn't have gotten on. But
yeah.
I feel like we need to bring Scott on the next one because I think we can pull on some of these threads a little bit more because he'll just say a keyword and it helps me to tune in to that.
Yeah.
Seeing if there's any other where else we need, if there's anywhere else we need to go.
I think we covered, you brought through at the beginning the pinwheel is the Magdala, the 144, and the new grid energy, and the pyramids connecting to the pyramid to the pinwheel. I don't know if there's anything else about that, but I feel like it's all sort of connected.
Yeah, it's all connected. And then our breath, it spins it,
Mhm.
gives it power. So it's like wind gives it power, but it's our breath that's the wind that's going to help or power, sorry, power the planet as the power goes down. It's our electricity that we are bringing in our bodies, the light that we're embodying, and then we breathe it out with our breath. And that's like not just our breath, but like our speaking and everything. It's the breath of life, and it moves um, the pyramids and the pinwheel and the what I'm seeing is connected to the 144 being activated and gathering or being awakened to um, that within themselves. And it's going to be even more than that. That's just like the energetic number going out because it multiplies. And you start, you know, you have the 12 and the 13 is the center. It's the tuning fork that has been forgotten. It's lucky number 13. It's not everything has been distorted on our planet where people are afraid of 13, but 13 is the hidden number that is like carries the tuning fork in the center of the clock that helps um, have like all of the other circle the numbers around at the clock, those that are supporting the there is a word that has been trying to come through this whole session and it's an energy, so I cannot connect it to what the word is, but visualize a person at the center holding, being like a tuning fork and stabilizing the grid. And then think of 12 others around it, creating a circle, even holding hands. It's fluid, it's float. And then something comes in, let's say some kind of massive fear energy, and it hits the tuning fork in the center. And it reacts to like, and it goes out like pulsing onto the earth. But the 12 surrounding this center point helps to and there's a word and I cannot think of it, but think of that vibration going out and there,
Counterbalance.
yes, in the same
Uh,
kind of sense, yes. But it goes within their systems, and so that the center doesn't have to take the force all themselves because now these 12 that are
Transmute
surrounded
it.
are taking the brunt of it. Does that make
Yeah.
they're so it's like okay, now it's like pinging, 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 and they're all like taking it on, but it's not affecting them because they're standing there strong and stable with their light force. And so it helps the planet grid stabilize. And so then the fear that would normally go out and spread like wildfire, think like COVID, that was a fear energy where there wasn't enough stabilizing on the grid to keep it from spreading out. But now, in these big shifts happening in the timeline and where we're at, and with it bending and collapsing, it's not distortion is angry. Those that are trying to create this spread of fear and anger and jealousy and all of these energies are no longer having their power because we now have this activated like tuning fork happening with this 12 that's being created, and that 12 is going to be is already expanding into more and more and more, and people creating their what I call a dodecagram. They're stabilizing circles that are going to be linking together to help stabilize the new earth grids, and people are already feeling that they are one of those people because they're embodying this light and they're not they're not giving into that fear. They're not attaching themselves to it. And so these things that are now like whoever we're trying, whatever you want to call them or putting out there energetically, it's not sticking like it used to because we aren't because it's that visual that I'm showing you that is that and it's like a clock, yes, and the 13th at the center and then you've got the 369 with the triangle, and 369 is like your architect, and it's like your prophet, but that's the wrong word. It's the one who you've got your architect and you've got your tuning fork in the center, and then you have your one creating the protection at the gateway, and then you have your person bringing in the I hate the word prophet because it's not prophet. What's another word that would explain that number? It's the sixth spot, and it's also the 369 would be the 11th spot. So three, this might not be,
Is that on the dodecagram? Is that what you're talking
yes,
about?
yes. So
The sixth spot?
three is connected to 10. So three holds the three spot and the 10th spot. It's also is like the portal gateway, the protector. I'm talking about like when we're creating these circles in our life, and you might know people in your life. If you are a center holder or a tuning fork, you might know people in your life that fill these roles for you that have helped you get to where you are. So think of it as like your three is your person that is like your motivator and helping you to keep going and set your goals. And they're like they also hold the 10 spot. They kind of like are at the gateway. Then you have your six spot, and the six is like that loyal, warm-hearted person in your life that is like they give you just what you need to hear at just like the right moment. And they are loyal to you, and they are your constant like you can call them, and they're your stabilizer. And then you have like nine um your nine spot, which is like brings this like love energy. Oh, sorry, I forgot to tell you this. So the sixth spot also holds the 11th spot, which if you look at it, that's like the towers. And then the 12th is the nine, and that makes sense because the 12th is at the top of the clock, and the nine always brings the love, and they always come first. So I see that as a triangulation for your dodecagram of people in your life that help you to become who you become. So each person that brings in Christ consciousness into their system, you don't do it alone. You have people that come into your life that help you get there. And you create your own like dodecagram, which is a circle. And if we can create more and more of these circles, that is the return to the garden, because the garden is a circle. That is Eden. And oh, that just okay. Now they're bringing in another download I got about uh, um, sorry, the word evil. The word
Lilith.
is Eve and Lilith. Yeah, Mother Eve and Lilith. You need both. You need your fire. So Lilith has been talked on the planet as like this very dark entity or this evilness of like Lilith was opposite of Eve. Lilith was the fire and Eve was the nurturing mother, and you need both for a woman to become whole. A woman needs to have her fire, but she also needs her nurturing and her softness. So the word evil is actually not evil. It's the combination of Eve and Lilith together, and it's wholeness within the feminine, bringing their feminine and masculine in balance, because that's when you set boundaries, and that's when you no longer allow people to tell you, what your worth is. That's when you start owning your truths and not allowing others to, get you off balance. And then you bring in your soft side of the Eve that's very nurturing and kind and motherly. But you need the both, because otherwise Eve would get bulldozed over, or Lilith would be like, you're way too harsh. But in balance, it's no longer evil. It's actually the Garden of Eden. It becomes Eden. And there's those E's again. E is like and that's your feet and the grounding. E holds a very important. I want to learn more about the E, because during the downloads, I was receiving a lot of E's frequencies, but I don't remember them all. But Eve is starts with an E and ends with an E. So an Eden. So E is very sacred. It's very feminine because women really connect with even just like a lot of women with even like vitamin E and that kind of stuff. It helps women with like their body and their hormones. And so there's something really highly frequency about E and feminine. I'd love if anybody wants to add into the chat, but we can explore that more later. I'm getting kind of thrown all over because now I'm seeing these things from different angles of like this and this, and I start to channel a little too fast. So,
Reach your left over hand over and pull your blanket down just a little bit because, yep, push. There you go. There you go. Now we can see again.
oh, sorry. Um,
Well, I do you feel like you have more to bring through about that? Because I was going to switch us in a little bit different of a
no,
direction.
I think I need to use the restroom again because that was another big energy flush.
Okay, go right ahead.
Okay.
Do you have enough time or to
Yeah.
go a little
How,
bit?
what time is it?
A little bit. It's 12:45 your time.
Oh, yeah, we can keep
Okay.
going a little bit. Let me just.
Okay. All right. Thank you to all the comments. I've been over here watching them. And yes, I'm going to have to dive into Tara, that Anna, grandmother of Jesus now. I think it's just been calling my name, and I want to, the Essenes have been coming up. Resurrection energy has been coming up last week. Ancient knowledge from that time period and from others, Atlantis, Lemuria, are surfacing right now. Remembrances, memories are coming online for many. And I think the more work that you do, it is all within. If I could say one thing, what do we need to do to ascend? It's the inner work. It is clearing and releasing the heavy energies that you're holding. It is connecting with nature. It's just releasing, reintegrating these higher frequencies, or integrating these higher frequencies through rest and joy and patience and all the things. Here she comes.
It's a lot of energy coming to go. I usually do a whole session without having to go to the bathroom, but
Yeah, that's okay. That's okay.
okay.
It's coming fast now. The front half was a little slow in bringing through those frequencies and codes, and
I think it was the
it's
stabilized
flowing.
nervous resetting codes at the beginning, and I
Yeah.
think it was like I really needed it. Um, and then so that I could shift into this other information coming through and be able to connect to the downloads that I received. I don't think I would have been able to connect to those had I not gotten like really um, grounded, especially when I'm noticing in these lives, there's more energies coming in. And so, and I'm sensitive to them. I tune into other people, like their heart center. Like I almost feel like I could tune in. Like if you gave me a name, I feel like I could tune into them, their energies or their hearts, because I feel very
Mm,
connected to them.
yeah,
Maybe, maybe, I don't know, down the road or something, we can do something
absolutely.
where we can try to like connect to those listening in on the sessions. And I love talking soul to soul and spirit to spirit because I get to feel them at their truest essence and like how God sees them. And then I get to see their beautiful gifts. It's one of my favorite things to do because it's so uplifting to my soul. And I feel like closer to these people now being in these live sessions.
Mm,
Because there's some repeats and I feel like closer to their energy, if that makes sense.
I think that's amazing. Well, I oh,
Sorry,
go ahead. Oh,
quick.
something coming in.
Yeah, sorry.
No, you
Somebody
take
in a session that is very connected to gardening or flowers, and her gift is very much to produce the beauty of the land, and she's going to have play a big role in the future for beautiful gardens being. She has like a lot of knowledge. I think her energy's been coming through a lot. I felt it at least I don't know if I feel like she's not, because sometimes it's like, is it coming from another dimension or this, but it feels like somebody like on the session.
Hmm.
Anyway.
Who loves to garden out there? Everybody raise your hand. It's not me. I will not be tending gardens. I don't do well with that. I love that. That's amazing.
I was tuning
Well,
earlier, but yeah, anyway.
I was brought, and we touched a little bit on the Essenes and the Magdalene connection, but my eyes were drawn to the golden dragons, the mother of dragons, and the dragon connection to the Magdalene line. And somebody put in the chat, where did it go? They were talking about the pyramids or I saw the pyramids with triangles with symbols and they were golden. And right at that time, I looked down at the golden dragons. And so I don't know if that was, see if we can bring through what this dragon energy is connected to the Magdalene line.
Okay, I want to tune into that a little more. I'm just recalibrating again.
Yeah, take your
My
time.
ears, like, so just 1 second. This is the first time I've ever seen this. So you know that I don't really connect to the dragons, like ever. We've had this
Yet, let's just say yet.
debate yet.
When they come in, they will come in hot. Let me tell you.
Yeah, I'm already okay. So if this is what I'm experiencing with the dragons right now is um I've gone back to that scene time where the women would go into the caves
Mm-hmm.
and I'm seeing them commune with the dragons in the caves because that's where they lived and they they weren't afraid of them and they would appear they would show themselves to some of the Essene women. So energetically, a lot of dragons are live in caves and are here with us energetically. But they would show themselves to women from that time period who were tuning in and doing the kind of work that we're kind of doing now with um, visualization and channeling, but they would actually visually see them. I'm seeing that they would tune into their frequency because it's up very, there are dragons that have a very, very high frequency. And so they would mirror them in a lot of ways when they were, when these women were connecting to their fire within. So I'm seeing that during that time period, women were to be very soft, very respectful, and not outspoken. And so the dragons helped to teach them how to connect to the fire parts of them, the parts of them that could bring down a whole city through their words or their frequency. They could use the fire within them to uh, bring down powers and principalities and um, Pharisees and Sadducees and people during those time periods who were rulers. They learned from the dragons powerful um, what I'm seeing is that the fire that they were breathing in connection. So when dragons speak, they speak through fire breathing, like the fire would breathe out of them. But the women were learning how to speak fire with their words, creating energetic geometry that would go out and have an effect. They would go into places and they would teach. They would like these Essene women would go into the cities because they lived outside of the cities, but they would go into these places and they would teach through their words and through their fire to help other women to escape um, the treachery. The word I'm getting is treachery that they were in or living during these time periods. And dragons were like, they acted as an energetic protector too. It gave them like wings behind them to uh, fly into these places like unnoticed and to help other women escape treacheries, is the word. And they would bring them outside the city and they would help them heal and they would teach them the Magdalene way, which is seven truths um, of learning how to raise their frequency and create from their womb and remember who they were and connect to the divinity within and how to help heal bodies by anointing them to help them live longer or stay healthier. They would create their tinctures, apply their oils, and they would do rescue missions with the dragons, knowing that they were there as a support to help shield them in ways and to help them learn how to breathe their own fire. I see that there's also something connected with something with some of the gifts that the dragons have
Mm.
that to be like cloak, but also the blood, the red blood of the dragons, something with this scene time period, because the red rose with the women and the blood, they were very a lineage. They were from like the same bloodline.
Mm-hmm.
It's the first time I've ever seen that. So,
Connected to the Magdalene line, correct?
yes, yes.
Yeah.
So
Mm-hmm.
not during, the example I was just shown was the Avatar movie where they connect to the dragons with like their,
Yeah. The tails.
yes,
Yeah.
and they would be like one.
Mm-hmm.
So that's kind of the visual of the example of how the Magdalene or the bloodline was connected to these dragons and the blood and the red with the rose. It's like all connected. The roses.
Oh no. We just lost her. Let's give her a minute and see if she pops back on. Ah, gotta love technology in these. I've had 2 days worth of technology that has gone wrong in sessions, but the only frustrating part of these sessions sometimes when you do them online. How's everybody doing? How's everybody feeling? I've been seeing your questions and I would love to get to those questions. I like to let Julie just kind of roll with it as much as I can. Soul Searching says growing flowers, absolutely, but veggies, not so much. I usually let those go to seed. I cannot grow much of anything, unfortunately. Technology is our friend until it is not. That is truth. That is truth. Poor Julie. Julie's probably still talking. I always, that's when sessions are happening and this has happened. It doesn't happen often, but sometimes it can drop in the middle of the session. And I just sit here and wait for them to come out of it and realize that I'm no longer talking. Sometimes they just keep going until they realize. Let's see. My daughter's name is Anna. I love that. Yeah, I'm excited. This has gotten me so excited. I have you guys been I've been wanting to meditate more than I think I ever have lately. That was on purpose, having her technology go out possibly. Let's connect energies. Yeah, get her back. Let's just send our light to her. What does that when you start bringing great messages? Yeah, it can happen for sure. I'm wondering also if she has. Oh no, did it stop? Hang on. Oh no, it's moved. Okay. I'm looking at myself on the live. Oh, let's see here. We may have to go ahead and end it here. I'll give her another second or two. Yeah. I'm wondering if she had the her device plugged in. That can happen too. Cheese fries are going away. That's ever. Thank you. Yeah, it was really powerful in the beginning, and you can tell when the energy shifts and when it's coming in really heavy, as the channeler typically brings it through much slower. It comes in a little slower. I'm not the gardener either, Kimberly. I wish I was. I dream of having land and a beautiful garden, and I'm thinking, who am I going to get to help me with that? The fairies. Calling the fairies. I'll tell you guys a story as we give her a minute. I had a client that we did a messages session for, and she had spent years trying to grow her garden and just struggled and came in and asked that question to her divine team, and the fairies came in and said, if you will create a spot for us, decorate it, make it look cute. We want some crystals, maybe some little fairy lights, something that makes it like a space for us. We'll help you with your garden. And so I think it was about a year and a half later, after she had received those messages, that she reached out and said, after that session, she created a fairy garden in her garden. And she said she's never had so many beautiful vegetables and flowers come in. It just completely transformed everything. I thought that was pretty fun. I haven't done it yet, but I have put crystals in my plants and they still didn't like that. There's still struggles, so I'm not doing something right. Oh, goodness. Well, let's see here. I'll give her just another minute. We've been going, honestly, almost 3 hours. So this is probably a good cutoff point. I know we will do more of these. Let's give her just another minute. This is just a lovely way for us all to connect. And thank you to everyone who came out, who left questions and chatted. We appreciate you all so much. Gardening takes a lot of, it does. I also have room. I do. I have such a large backyard and it needs something, but I'm like, I don't want to spend all that time and money when I'm just more than likely gonna kill everything. As long as each figure is connected to a meridian line. When Julie was pointing out the fingers matching AIOU and the energy with them. Okay, amazing. It it could be the soil that I'm using. It also could be that I'm not watering things enough. That may be. I have my backyard where the sun comes in the summer is so hot. It just hits it in just a way that everything just gets almost scorched, I feel. There's no shade where I put my plants. So much resonated. Oh, thank you, Kimberly. I love doing this. This is so fun. I'm ready to see where this takes us all. So Melchizedek is here saying we have done our energy for the planet in this session. I feel we've done good work today. I feel like that's the biggest thing with what Julie and I are wanting to do is just to help us all. And I love that she brought this in at the very beginning. It's time to rise into your power. I'm feeling this, I'm sensing it, I'm seeing with other clients that I work with, and they're being sort of pushed and nudged by their team to remember more of who they are, their gifts and abilities. And sometimes we need a little bit of help, a little clearing work, a little activation, connecting with these frequencies. But I just feel like we're all doing it together. And I love that. We're a big team, all with our own individual pieces of the puzzle. So Kristen says, I'm obsessed with gardening. I love that. I've been asking the fairies to help and and I have little to no pest pressure this year. I love that. I've also been using what Julie brought through about the ticks because I don't have anything on my dog. I try to keep him as natural. I make his own food. I uh, don't like anything on him. I do have some natural stuff, but it doesn't seem to work always. But I asked the angels and the guides to wrap him in light and just repel the ticks. And we've had a few, but not as many as we normally do. Yeah, I bet that's Julie right there. Nope, it's not. Well, she's either still talking or something has happened with her internet connection. So I think I will go ahead since we've been here for over 3 hours and wrap us up for today. I just want to thank everybody for coming out. I appreciate you all so much. When we get together like this, we are all doing more energetically than we know. And that's how we work together. We're all spread out all over the globe. So when we can get together like this and just share our energy and connect in this way, it's so powerful. So I'm so grateful for each and every one of you and very grateful for this beautiful soul sharing her gifts and abilities with us. So I'm going to go ahead and wrap us up for the day and I will let you guys know. Be sure to get on my email list if you're not. I think most of you probably are, but I send out, there's always so many things going on and I like to share, keep you guys up to date. And yep, I'm going to wrap us up. So I will see you guys next time. I'm sending you all so much love, so much gratitude, and we'll see you soon. Lots of love to you all.